Speaking with Dan Carter. Dan, talk us through the reasons behind you signing with New Zealand Rugby Union.
Yeah, it was a tough decision, but the more I thought about playing overseas and not being able to play, for the All Blacks and represent my country and put on the black jersey, it was pretty tough for me. So that was probably the underlying factor, the black jersey. Also the fact that I'm really enjoying living in New Zealand and playing here at the moment. So I want to continue that for the next few years. We're a couple of reasons, why I decided to re-sign.
How difficult or how easy was the decision to make in the end?
Oh, it was really difficult, to be honest. I was really flattered with some of the offers I was getting, from overseas, and this decision I've been, chewing over, the last probably 6 months, and one day I was going, the next day I was staying, so it's been really tough. But the last few weeks, I've been talking closely, with my fiancée Honor and my family, and really feel that I made the right decision, and really excited to be staying here in New Zealand.
You've already achieved a lot as an All Black. Now that you're locked in for the next 4 years, are there any objectives that you want to achieve, or any other milestones you want to achieve in the black jersey, or is it just onwards and upwards?
Yeah, I've always said, I wanted to be remembered as an All Black great, and to do that you need longevity in the jersey, and I guess by re-signing I'm extending my time. I'm not saying that, I'm a given All Black. I'd never take my jersey for granted. There's a lot of young talent coming through, and they're going to be playing their best footy in the next couple of years, so there's going to be that challenge there, which I'm looking forward to. But I'd love to keep playing more test matches and scoring more points, a couple of things that really drive me, and just adding to the All Black legacy for the next few years.
And I suppose All Black fans, not only in New Zealand but also around the world, will be celebrating the fact. What's your message to the fans out there who will be celebrating the fact that you're staying with New Zealand and the All Blacks?
Yeah, it's great. Something that you really humbled by. When you play for the All Blacks, is the support you have, not only here in New Zealand but all around the world. We've got some of the best fans and supporters in the world, and I guess I want to thank them. Thanks, guys, for supporting me, and hopefully they're as happy as I am about re-signing here in New Zealand and continue playing my rugby for the All Blacks.
Cool. Thanks, Dan.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's a very exciting day for, I think, everybody involved with rugby in this country. Dan is arguably the best player in the world at the moment, certainly one of the great 10s that we've produced, and to have him sign up and stay here for another 4 years is a big pickup for us, both on the playing field and off it. So, we're delighted and looking forward to celebrating accordingly.
And a big year, obviously, all around for New Zealand rugby.
Yeah, and I think in the lead up to hosting Rugby World Cup, I think given what's been happening in our country over the last 3 or 4 months, some good news is probably timely, and hopefully people will enjoy it.
And negotiations will continue, obviously, with other players and obviously the captain.
Yeah, so we're in the middle of a number of pretty important discussions with players. Richie's obviously the outstanding headline now, but I think we've proven with today's announcement that if you give the guys the time and space they require, you can get to the conclusion you want. So we've taken a very similar approach with the skipper, and hopefully he's not far away from making his decision.
You'll be hoping to tie all these up long before the World Cup gets even close.
Yeah, that's been an ambition of all of ours. I think one of the lessons we learned in 2007 is that there was a little bit of sort of contract anxiety hanging over that team, and we certainly don't want that this year. So we'll work our way through as many of the players as we possibly can. But look, at the end of the day, they are free to choose, firstly, when they'll make their decisions, and secondly, what those decisions will be. So we can do so much. Everybody who we need to talk to has offers in front of them, and we now await their decisions.
Yeah.